Hello, JilAdren. This is a video message to you. I wanted to weigh in on the issue going on. You're pretty much the talk of the town here on YouTube right now. Most notably due to your recent videos about homosexuality, which I'm really not going to touch too much on, just because getting into religious debates is really not my thing. But my point of the video is whether or not you have a valid copyright claim against the videos that you're filing the DMCA against. Now, for those of you who do not know, JilAdren, his link is in the sidebar over there, he posted a video explaining why he believes homosexuality is wrong. Then there was another user that basically used portions of that video to critique his views and explain why he believes otherwise. And then there was a DMCA filed, and of course the video was taken down. And then of course Andromeda's Wake, a very large channel, basically got in, mirrored the video, and as a result, at last count, there were over 200 copies of this video that was originally DMCA'd, is now out and around. And of course now there's DMCA's going against some of the mirror copies. Basically, on one hand, I want to say JilAdren is, and I do hope I'm saying your name correctly, is not completely in the wrong, due to the fact that he is following the advice that YouTube gives him in the Help Center. For example, if you go to the Help Center and say, hey, someone is using my content without permission, basically YouTube's standard response is to file a DMCA and have the video taken down. Now, the only problem with this is, in my opinion, that is bad legal advice, because there is a difference between copyright law and YouTube's policy on copyright. Now, copyright law, if you want to read it, there's links in the sidebar. Basically, there's a section of there that's called fair use, in which you can use somebody else's work for the purpose of commentary and criticism. Now, first of all, every single video on YouTube is copyrighted, including this one. Registration of copyright is not required. You can register if you want. For example, as an experiment, I sent an email to the United States Copyright Office and said, hey, I want to register a copyright. They told me I don't have to do it because my videos are already copyrighted. They basically said that if you wanted to register it, this is mostly for something that like Hollywood studios do, and this is only if they intend to like take people to court for copyright infringement. And also a quote from the United States Copyright Office, registration of copyright is not required for your videos to be copyrighted. As soon as you make a video, it's copyrighted. As soon as you take a picture, it's copyrighted. As soon as you make a painting, it's copyrighted. As soon as you record a song, it's copyrighted. A work is copyrighted upon completion. And that, of course, is very important. And like I said, the links to United States Copyright Office, and I know that you guys live in other parts of the country, and copyright laws may differ slightly in your countries. I'm in the United States, so that's where I'm getting my info from. Does he have a valid copyright claim? In my opinion, no, he does not. Basically because if you've seen the video, it is a fair use analysis of his work. It is using his work for the purpose of commentary and criticism, and in this case is mostly criticism of his views. Now, is this a violation of YouTube's terms of service? Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the terms of service. And once again, I will be posting the links in the sidebar. But one thing that's often floated around is Section 6(5)(c), the bottom part of it, in which you grant each user of the YouTube a non-exclusive license to access your user submissions through the website to use, reproduce, distribute, display, and perform such permissions as permitted through the functionality of the website and under these terms of service. So you can reproduce and all that good stuff, but you must do it complying with the terms of service. Now, Let's take a look at Section D. You will not submit material that is copyrighted. So again, we've already established that other people's videos are automatically copyrighted. So if you're uploading somebody else's work, you might get in trouble with that one. But there's also another section here, Section 5B. You may access user submissions for your own information and personal use solely as intended through the provided functionality of the website. You shall not download or copy any user submissions unless you see a download link or similar link displayed on the YouTube or the YouTube website for that user submission. For example, some YouTube partners have enabled downloads on their videos. It's a pilot program. I'm in it, but of course I'm uploading this to somebody else's channel, so you won't see the download link over there. So in Section 5B, it says you're not allowed to download anything. So if you, it's Section 6C, if you want to use somebody else's work, you got to figure out how to do it without downloading. Also, the other thing is Section 1. Section 1 says you must adhere to the community guidelines. And when you go into the community guidelines, it says right here, respect copyright, only upload videos that you made or are authorized to use. So again, there's a difference between copyright law and YouTube's policy on copyright. Copyright law says all this stuff that's been going on with JilAdren, fair game. YouTube's policy, it's a little bit questionable. But like I said, I'd welcome your feedback. Basically, if you want, you can send me a message and we can discuss this further. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. But nevertheless, here's the thing that JilAdren, I think you don't fully grasp how offensive your views are. Now, like I said, I never discuss religion because, in my opinion, religious debate, just everybody comes out looking really bad. But here's the problem. When you're trying to convince other people of your argument, especially like the atheists, stuff like that, if you were to say something is true because the Bible says it's true, it's going to fall on deaf ears. Because, you know, for example, the book of Harry Potter says I am a muggle, but I don't believe in the book of Harry Potter. And I'm sure as a fundamentalist Christian, you don't either. So when you're trying to win over people, you've got to use other means other than the Bible because they don't respect the Bible. But nevertheless, I'm just going to say this quickly. The whole theological position that homosexuality was a choice, homosexuality can be cured, unfortunately, that was debunked long even before you were born, even probably before I was born. I mean, it occurs in nature. Links are going to be in the sidebar. All this stuff, all the sorts of data, research, you know, all that's going to be in there. It's going to be fully documented. But here's the one final point. When you were discussing why you believe homosexuality is wrong, you listed several points. You described it as filthy, disgusting, immoral, ridiculous, pathetic, and in my opinion, those are opinions. Those are not valid arguments. But nevertheless, you're welcome to your opinion. There was a couple of things that you also described homosexuality as evil and satanic. Now, in my opinion, when you went for the satanic strain right there, homosexuals don't worship homosexuals don't worship Satan. In fact, there are many homosexuals that even are faithful members in church. You know, of course, in your opinion, I'm sure that they're not true Christians, but nevertheless, they do go to church, they do all this good stuff. They raise families, they are excellent neighbors. Out here in Phoenix, there's a whole bunch of homosexuals, and you know what? I have no problem with them. I don't want to have sex with them. You know, I want to have sex with, you know, Megan Fox, like all, you know, us red blood American males do. But nevertheless, homosexuality is not satanic. And if you want to win people over, you want to basically show more love in your videos. And the final thing I want to close off is don't be afraid of criticism. If you, like, for example, anybody can take any portion of this video and call me on my bullshit. If you think I'm full of shit, which I'm sure many of you will, regarding the YouTube's policy on copyright and all that stuff, I'm sure many people are going to take me apart on that one. You're more than welcome to. I welcome the criticism. If you're going to post your views on the internet, don't be afraid when somebody wants to challenge your position. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you.